So we did it again. We can't make this up. So we made massive money inside the Discord team this morning, and this is all from supply and demand. So is supply and demand method the best method to use in day trading? Yes, it is. All right. So the video that I posted last night, it's basically trading off the same demand zone, and all we did this morning was just to continue with it. And so you can see inside the Discord team, we were just killing it inside the Discord. People were making 30%, people were making 60%, even people, we had one member pay their whole rent this morning just by trading TQQQ. And so basically if this runs, then also the S&P and QQQ, because they all follow along with each other. So the thing here is that we use the same demand zone from from a day ago, and all we did is just come this morning and approach it in the same way, as in let's follow where the money's coming into. And you can see on this chart that there is tons of money on that demand zone, and that's where we're going to go ahead and use until there isn't more any money. And so the thing is that when you're using and drawing out these zones, you are saying that there is money inside these levels, so you can trade off of it. So you can either buy calls or you can buy puts. So on this one, this demand zone showed us that there's money coming in and being poured onto this stock, and that's why you see green candlesticks off of that demand zone. So let's break this down real quick, and just to show you what we did this morning inside of Vault Trading Academy and how we were able to secure these gains, and for other members as well. So let's go on to a 5-minute time frame, because those are the time frames that I like to use for me to day trade. And so this was this morning. All right, so let's find the market opening and let's just see what we got. So let's see. Let's look for 9:30 right here. There you go. So what I did here this morning was that I just drew two zones. All right, just two zones that I believe that there's going to be a bounce, and we can look for an area where we can buy. So the thing here is the first one, you can see that what happened at the market open, price broke below it. Hey, that's fine. These zones does not have to hold, or each single zone does not have to hold, but we just trying to look if we can find the right correct zone. And so in this case, we had this big green zone at the bottom that we can use and trade off of, and you can see as in how money just came in into the market and just blasted off. So if I go on to a lower time frame, because this is not the time frame that I was really, trading off of, but the 5-minute gave me enough information just to zoom out a bit, just to see on how these zones are reacting. So let's go in a lower time frame and let's go in a 1 minute. And there you go. And you can see that off of this green demand zone, price was selling off very aggressive. And this is the market open right here. And so based off this right here, price was just going down and down and down, making lower lows, and lower lows until there wasn't any more lows. And so from there, you can see the market just jumped. It jumped in a matter of seconds and minutes. And then from there, I'm like, okay, let's look at the supply zone and let's just see on how that reacts. All right, even though that I don't have to trade right inside the demand zone, that's okay. There's not always going to be an opportunity for me to to confirm inside of a zone. That's okay, because I can trade something right after here or after the delivery, because this is me saying that it's never too late. Pretty much, if you still and you believe that there's more room, as in what I saw here, then hey, let me get in. So the thing here is that this right here is showing me that, okay, this morning was selling off, but this supply zone right here, what happened? Price broke above it. And now that it broke above it, I saw that, okay, yeah, this wants to go and continue, and it's just breaking these resistance and these supply zones. And so if we zoom in right here, look at this. Price ran very, very aggressive, and what happened? Price came back down. But for me, I told my team that I'm going to get in calls. and I want to, trade the breakout of this zone, because it's showing me that there is a lot of buyers stepping in within the last 10 to 15 minutes, and I want to be a part of that move. And, and therefore, I pretty much just traded the breakout of a red candlestick. I got in, But look what happened. Price pulled back. And I even told my students that there's a chance that price may come right back down into this one level right here and retest. And if it retests into here, then that's going to be your new support. And that's what you want to go off of and trade. And now I said that if price crosses this one blue line again, I'm going to enter. I'm going to add in more calls because first I added a few here, price came back down, and then I added again right after that, breakout to the upside. And look at this. This whole run up, it broke above the zone and they're just going. It was just running up and running up and running up. And so you can see it's like, even though that we're trading off these supply and demand zones, you're still never, too late to the party if you know what you're doing and on how to, trade the momentum. Because again, you're trading the order that comes into the market in and out within that period or the time period. And so the thing here is that all I did is that let's look for calls again, because the day ago it was calls, and now today we're still holding that big zone at the bottom, and let's still look for calls. And that right there showed me that I said, okay, Monday was green, going for calls. Tuesday was green, going for calls again. And that's all, again, trading off of this higher time frame demand zone, which is right here. And that's it. That's pretty much what my whole bias was, is to continue looking for longs because we're still holding this here. And then from there, I can look for smaller zones and things like that to continue on betting this to go up, which is demand zones, because there is demand behind this price at the moment, and that's just why the market just shooting up right now. And so also another confluence as in why it led me to look for calls is because we have a big gap right here, and we may fill that in tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm the best supply and demand trader here on YouTube, and if you learn the way that I draw these zones and if you apply them the correct way, then you're going to start making money from just drawing simple boxes. And so if you want to learn more about this, then join the VIP or look at the whole videos that I have, on my YouTube channel, and it's all there. And so again, we do this every single morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. It's just day trading and just approach the market like the way that we should. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash that like button and also subscribe if you haven't. Peace.